beautiful people, fabulous people.
Wonderful listeners.
Welcome back to Evening Talks with Just Jordan and Marie.
We're excited.
Yeah, we are.
It's an amazing day today.
It is. The sun's been out.
Yeah.
The vitamin D, I just had to do it today now.
Yeah. You say really glowing.
Yeah. Glowing in the sun, you know.
Tanning
Yeah. Yeah, pre-tan.
Pre-tan. Just warming up, yeah?
Yeah, just warming up.
We're so excited to be back.
Definitely.
We've got a very, very, very great show in store for you tonight. We've got a very, very, very special guest that's here joining us today.
Very special guest.
So we're going to get into that part of the show sooner rather than later. But before we do, as we always do, we check in with each other.
Today, Jordan?
Very, very eventful, but in a good way. You know what I mean? I've been out with my family, I've been out with my brother, and I've been out with my nephew. And we were out on a gig today, you know what I mean? On a music gig. It was out of London, so yeah. Those who know me personally.
So hold on a minute. So you're Just Jordan, you're the poet, and now you're telling me you're a musician as well.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that, you know.
But you said you was out on a gig.
Yeah, I was out
today.
on a gig, you know. I had to fill in the blank, you know, for someone today, you know. But
is there anything else that you're hiding up your sleeves that I don't know about, Jordan?
Well, probably, but you know, just as time progresses, you know, you start to hear some more. But it was a corporate event.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a corporate event out of London. It was an oil company actually. I won't say their name, but it was an oil company, and they were like moving back into some new office space because the office had like a refurb. So I must say, them offices were very nice. You know what I mean? So there was plenty of food, drinks, and it was nice. It was nice, and the people were nice. They were very happy. So it was a Caribbean themed barbecue. That was it. Yeah.
Nice. So, Caribbean food. Lovely.
Yeah, so the steel pans, you know, and the drumming and stuff that my family were playing, it was very fitting. Very fitting.
So what instrument was you playing today?
Well, it was a steel pan, you know.
Okay.
It was a steel pan. As I said, I'm not on my brother's level, you know. Our dad is a steel pan teacher and very experienced musician in that sense. You know, he played for the Queen twice, you know.
Wow.
2 separate occasions, yeah. And he's toured the world with the pans and other musicians and stuff like that. So the music is definitely in our blood, you know what I mean? The music and writing.
Well, maybe one day we can ask your brother to come on as a special guest.
Yeah, you know, we'll see what the future holds.
Definitely,
you know
you play like some steel band.
Yeah. Try and get him out his busy schedule, you know what I mean? See what we can do one day. But no, he's good. Yeah, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good. But yeah, I had a great day, and I knew that we had this show coming as well. You know, so I had it in mind that the whole day is going to be excellent, you know, so yeah.
I've kind of been excited today.
Yeah.
It's our first guest that we've had on Evening Talks.
Our first guest. And what an amazing guest. For those of you, who follow us on our social media handles, you will have seen who our guest is. And we had a chat with our guest off air, you know, and letting him know that a lot of people have messaged us, you know, and spoke very, very, very highly of him and all the great work that he's doing, because we have an objective for this evening show, which is no different to all the other shows that we've had, and we are here to empower our community. We're here to educate them. We're here to inspire them, motivate them, exactly,
because there's so much within that as individuals in the community that we're suppressing. And this is the time and the season for that to come forth, for you guys to shine and tap into that hidden ability that you've been holding on to or doubting.
Definitely. And with the theme being well-being, we couldn't have kicked it off with anyone else, really. Like, we had to start here. So we are going to be looking at health for our body today, and nutrition. So we're going to let I said, our guests explain these things, you know, and educate
in more depth.
Yeah, and tell us about his powerful story as well, because he has turned his pain into power. You know, he's used his tests, you know, to give him. Well, no, his tests have become his testimony. You know what I mean? So yeah, we've got some exciting stuff on the way. So even me, like, even though I spoke to him, it's like I feel like I'm just excited. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. So yeah, we're gonna get into the show. We're gonna play a song.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know if they're ready though.
Well, let's see. What a lovely song by Garnet Silk. Do you know Garnet Silk has been passed away for a little while? However, his music is still relevant today. However, I would just like to welcome Mr. Chef Ricardo on our show. Thank you for coming on, Chef Ricardo.
Thank you so much for having me on the show this evening. It's amazing.
Yeah, we're happy.
Beautiful.
We're very happy. We've been excited. As we just said previously, we've had loads of people that we've sent out the messages today about today's show. Oh, Chef Ricardo's coming on. I watch his YouTube. So it's a privilege to have you on our show as our first ever guest on Evening Talk.
First guest. Yes. First guest, man. So we're happy, man.
We're happy. Very, very happy.
Happy.
So beautiful to be on the show.
The timing was just perfect.
Yeah, especially as we're doing about health, mental well-being, as well as the physical well-being as well. So, Chef Ricardo, now would you like to tell us, how did your journey start?
Wow. The journey has beginning from Jamaica. You know, that's where the roots planted. You know what I mean? It's coming from my great grandma. But I'll give you a little bit of history.
Yes.
I never forget this. You know, one day my grandma, I was probably about 12 at the time. My grandma was cooking in the kitchen. Cause you know in Jamaica we have like outside kitchen and
yeah.
wood and
come on,
wood stove and you know what I'm talking about, the proper organic wood.
Come on.
Yes. So she was in the kitchen cooking, and I never forget she was making some red pea soup. You know, and the pot turn over and get me a little burn right here.
Oh wow.
Never forget.
How old was you at the time?
Probably about 12.
Okay, yeah.
She said, I never forget, she said to me, you know, you're going to be a chef. Or I don't know if it's a chef or a cook, I don't quite.
Cook,
you know what I mean, you know, them time, you know, your grandparents start, and that's where it's starting from. And I've been watching my grandmother cooking, and I'm picturing it right now, standing up back in the kitchen, looking at my grandmother cooking that red pea soup. You get what I mean? And she cooked, and we eat, and you know what I mean, she was like, I still have the mark right there, so that burn mark. And that's where it started from. And I, you know what I mean, kept the faith.
That's right.
The faith.
That's right. Yes.
And from there, sir, I move on. You know what I mean? I go to school in Jamaica, like art. I work in the hotel industry in Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I work in the hotel industry for a few years. Well, but I'll give you a little bit tips again with the hotel industry. So when I was in Jamaica, never forget, I went to look for a job and I never get it at the first place.
Yeah.
And then I get it at the second place. It was in the hotel.
Yeah.
And when I go, the guy was like saying to me, boy, you're going to have to start from this side, you know. So I said, what? He said, you're going to have to start wash up the pot, my plate.
This time you're a big chef.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
But you said, you know, you have to humble yourself and start from somewhere, you know what I mean? So
that's it,
I humble myself and I washed plate for a few years well. Yeah, because it was rough them time for being lifted up to be certain kind of chef.
How old was you around that time?
Them time they probably what, 19, 20, 21 going up.
Okay.
Time there.
So was it one of those well-known hotels?
Yes. Yeah, it's one of my favorite hotels in Ocho Rios, you know.
Okay. Are you from Ochi? You from Ochi?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
St. Anne's. Yeah, St. Anne's, man.
And family down there.
I want to say, that hotel is Sandcastle Hotel.
Okay.
Those days, that hotel was like popular. Back in those days, man, it's like one of the top hotel in Ocho Rios. So, you know what I mean? So when I started wash up the plate, the man pot and scrubbing down kitchen and, you know what I mean, taking rubbish out and, you know. I know I was grooming myself.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, 'cause you have to groom me something.
It was the process.
Definitely. So, alright, start from there, and then one day the manager said to me, boy, look like him have to give me a uplift. So he put me to the range chef. So range chef now, every one of the guests come in and meet the guests them.
Right.
And talk with the guests them and you know what I mean, carry out food and put on the buffet line. Yes, man, and this is start from again. And you know, I go and good in the kitchen for a few years.
So you was in training. You was in
Mm-hmm.
training and didn't realise you was in your process.
Definitely. You know, like when you're nursing the baby the right and proper way, moving the baby for the future.
Come on.
That was me right there.
Yeah.
And
you know what I was going to say really quickly, sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Is the attitude.
Yeah.
You see, if some people, they know that they're experienced within something and then they get told that they have to start at the bottom. Yeah. Some people will say, nah, like I'm more experienced than that. I can't come and wash plates.
Why should I start down here?
I'm a big chef.
Yeah.
I've been
But Chef Ricardo has demonstrated being patient and humble.
Definitely.
And you see in life is that you have to be humble because there's a process that you need to go through before you get to
the next level.
Definitely.
Precisely. But yeah, that's perfect. But yeah, continue.
And being in the hotel for that period of time and you know what I mean, doing the pot and move to the kitchen, and I used to, then after they put me outside now on the burger grill, so I started to do burger. So I started to moving around the guests and meeting different guests and lots of stuff going on. You know what I mean?
The personality is coming out.
And they start to see who I am. And, you know what I mean? And get an award. You know what I mean? Best chef and all them things. You know what I mean? And it move on. Then I spent quite a few years in the hotel and get the opportunity to come to London. God have mercy.
Oh gosh, I know it's getting exciting now, man. But we're here. We've got time. All
right,
go on.
We have to start back over again. So, come to London, and when I get to London, then I said to myself, and this is what I want to say to you. You know, sometimes you say some things it do happen in real life. You know, when I just landed in London, you know, and I landed at Gatwick Airport, I said to myself, I'd love to work in this airport.
Wow.
And the plane. That's what I was saying in myself. Because I never get the experience working.
Of course.
But, so, because we're going to have to cut it short and nice and spicy. So I get the opportunity to start working at school, a private school in London, one of those posh school. You know, we're dealing with kids all over the world, rich kids and all the prime minister kids. And I'm meeting all different kind of people. So I'm in the kitchen and the money when I get the job is same thing again, washing up the plate, washing up the pot, picking up plate from outside, carry them to the dishwasher, and clean them up and get them ready. I do that for about 2 years or a year and a half or something.
Wow.
Groove into that. So one day my manager saw me using the knife, and she said, "Oh, you're good at knife." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm good at knife. Gosh, the way I'm using the knife."
That's right. Yep.
And said, "Okay." So just come in the office and talk to me and say, "Okay, Ricardo, I'm gonna take you to the next level." So the next level was salad bar. So I'm starting to do 18 salad a day on the salad bar just to see the salad there.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Packed up and nice and looking decent. I got that knowledge from Jamaica.
That's right.
The presentation,
presentation, everything.
Colourful.
Come on. You know what I'm talking about.
You never want to eat it, you just want to try it.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I did that for another 2 years, and you know what I mean, or probably 3 years I did that for, and then one of the chefs leave going back to Africa because I'm working with a lot of different kind of chefs. You know, Vietnamese chef, African chef, European chef, because a lot of them I work with.
That's right.
And one of the chef leave, and my manager said to me, "Okay, we have a position for you for the chef." So I said, "Oh, wow." Took me in the kitchen, we start bake bread, start the chicken. start to do all sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. When you're humble and you take your time,
that's it,
and move into that position where you want to go.
That's right.
There is nothing on this earth can stop you. I did that for quite a few years in the chef in that school, and take me to another school and another school, win chef award, land out in the biggest newspaper company there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
After a time again, my manager took me to another school in Balham, and she said to me, I'm going to be the head chef.
Wow.
Head chef, you know? 700 kids, 100 teachers I'm cooking for. And I'm like, oh, a pot washer to this.
Come on.
And I've been there for quite a few years and work in a few different schools, as I say. And I work in another school in Richmond, the Raw Valley School. Very beautiful school.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Being a head chef again and an evening chef. So I got a lot of experience, and all of those years when I was washing pot and washing plate and doing all that sort of stuff, I was grooving myself to be in that position, to be the head chef.
That's right.
My testimony is a very long testimony.
Yeah. That's why we've got to bring you back for a second one. You know what I mean?
We're going to have to come with part 2.
One's not enough. But we have to try and get an understanding of, you know, how you got from where you are to now. Yeah.
It wasn't an easy one. You know what I mean? I got through that storm.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Through that hurricane, through
That's
that, you know what I mean? Through the tunnel.
That's it.
But you know what? One thing, you hold the faith.
That's
Definitely.
it. Hold the faith.
And believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself. And you know what I mean? But you know, me as a person like this, I never leave out Father God.
Come on. To put God first.
You know. So I remember back in the days when we have to carry stuff going downstairs, and when one person doesn't come to work and the manager gonna have to say the stuff, them have to come now because she's a lady, she's not gonna lift up his back.
Of course not. No.
You know what I mean? And I was telling myself, you know what I mean, I'm not working for them, I'm working for God.
Definitely.
I'm doing it from my heart.
Because if you do things onto men, that's it, you're going to feel very discouraged. When you're doing it onto God, it just becomes much more easier because you know who you're doing it for.
And that's what has pulled me through. I just put my trust in God.
That's the approach.
Pulled me through. Pulled me through. And that's why I'm right here, can show this beautiful testimony.
That's it. Now that's encouraged me big time, man. That's encouraged me big time. Because I feel like, you see now, Chef Ricardo, a lot of these young people, the generation that, you know, we're currently in is a microwave society. So no one wants to go through the process. Everyone wants it like that. Overnight.
They want it yesterday.
Fast. They want it yesterday. They want it yesterday. So you tell certain people, oh yeah, we're gonna give you the job, but you have to start washing plate. Wash plate. Like the instant reaction is to reject what was said.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And have an attitude about it because they want to go straight to head chef straight away. But they want to go through the process.
The process is like, you know what I mean, you can't build without a foundation. So you have to have the foundation. If you're even going to bake even a bread or a cake, you have to have the mixture the right way.
Come on. You know
what I mean? So you have to
100%.
groom yourself into something where you love. You know what I mean? You have the passion for it.
Passion, that's the word,
And you groove yourself into it, and it will lift it to the next level.
Precisely.
Because you're not looking now, you're looking for the next level.
The next level. Yes.
And the next level is gonna be in the right place where you want to be in life. And it's gonna make you, you know what I mean, be the person.
Based on the training and your process has prepared you to be where you are today. And that's something that our beautiful listeners need to also understand and take from us, is that you don't just get to the top like that. There's a process and there's a learning that's being taken place for you to get there.
Definitely. If you're baking a bread, you're going to have to put it to rest. And once it rests, you probably have to give it another more time again for it to rest. And then you move to the next level for baking. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh man, this is powerful. And the problem I'm having is that I want to hear so much more.
Yeah.
But because we've got a few more questions, we want to just kind of schedule it a certain type of way. Next time we can delve into things a bit more deeper. And also later on we're going to talk about your wonderful new book as well.
Wow.
So I know that when the listeners buy the book, purchase the book, they can hear more from your heart whilst reading. You know what I mean? They can feel that more once they purchase the book. So we're going to get to the book a bit later on in the show. But what we wanted to move on to now, Chef Ricardo, was a bit more about where you are now. So we've spoken about the process, but now we want to actually talk about where you are now. What sort of things you're doing now, coming from where you're coming from, you know, in St. Anne's. I know St. Anne's well, you know, I know it well. Yeah, I know it well. Because my grandma, she lives in town, so she's in Kingston. So when I'm going from town to Ocho, I know from there, then Ocho going further up towards my bay, I know all that strip there very well. And I've got family, Runaway Bay, all from Ocho all the way down there. You know what I mean?
Brownstone.
Yeah.
So going down to that countryside.
Beach, all them places there. You know what I mean? So
it's nice, man.
Yeah, it's a nice place there. So I know turn left, turn right. I know where I'm going. You know what I mean? So coming from there,
you won't get lost by those Jamaican instructions. Go up,
and turn up someone.
No. Where's that? Yeah.
I'll tell you this quickly. I was in Ochi. Okay, I went there. I went down twice last year, yeah. But when I was there last June, one of the tour guides he tried to style me a little bit, you know what I mean, and said that he wants to do like you know the boat tours that they do. Yeah. Where we was there, he wanted me to pay, how much was it again? Like 70 US or something like that, to go in a little boat right there in main Ochi, just to go around the water and then bring me to Duns River. So I said, brother, I know the place inside out, you know, you can't style me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he just was like, no. I said, okay, let me ask you a question. How much is it to get into Duns River? I said, without a Jamaican passport. He said, oh, probably about 20 US. Yeah. Inside out, so you can't style me. I said, and then we just got a, you know what I mean, a little technical there. We move. So he said about $20. So I said, so how's it so much? No, he said $90. It was 90. He said it was 90 for the boat ride. Yeah. And he said that it's 20 to get in. So I said, say 70 to go in the boat from here just to go around there. I said, I can walk to Duns River. Yeah, I can walk to Duns River and be there in 5 minutes. Yeah. But I said, but I've been to Duns River many times. You know what I mean? But you know what it is? I understand why the man done it like so. You know what I mean? Because he's got to do what he's got to do. But at the same time, I had to explain, no, I know the place well. You know what I mean? But being in reason and, you know what I mean? I was, it was a good thing anyway at the end of that. But I know it was a nice place, man. And it's say like, for example, that man I'm just talking about there now with the excursions, I'd want him to have a Chef Ricardo testimony. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I want everyone I interact with, I want them to have the best, you know what I mean, that they can possibly get. You know what I mean? So him coming from the same place as you, like I would want, you know, his excursions to grow or any other venture that he has to materialize, you know what I mean, in the right way. You know what I mean? That's what I really want for him. But moving on, I got sidetracked there. That's alright. But in terms of where you are now, you know, with your social media platforms, the TikTok, the Instagram, you know, the YouTube, from like we said at the beginning, plenty of people had said to Marie and I today that they follow Chef Ricardo.
Your recipes.
They follow the recipes. You know what I mean? And you are a household name, and people trust you. You know what I mean? They trust you. They trust your brand. You know what I mean? And they want to support it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So in terms of the type of interactions that you get, whether that's, you know, you're going to do a talk or on the internet, you know, what countries, tell us a little bit more about what countries you're interacting with and what messages you get. I know you get many messages, you know, so just tell us a little bit more about that.
Basically, let's touch base on the social media, you know what I mean, as you mentioned. You know, I got 1.5 million followers on my YouTube channel.
Come on.
I got other YouTube channel which is growing really well also. But I'm gonna say, and as I mentioned again, If you love something,
yes,
there's nothing in this world can stop it.
Come on.
Believe in yourself.
Come on.
You know what I mean? 1.5 million followers on YouTube is a great achievement.
Great achievement. Great achievement.
But you have to work hard.
Yes.
Definitely.
You have to put in the work.
Yes.
And would you say as well, you have to be very disciplined as well?
100%.
Yes.
100%. You have to discipline yourself. You know what I mean? You put in the work. You may have, but like in between when I was working, I was doing like 2 jobs, and then I've been doing my YouTube channel.
Yes.
So I kept the faith, and I'm still working with my YouTube channel, still doing my work. I will still come home, make my little video, and upload it.
Yes.
But those days I always like, oh, I want to get that 1 million to get the play button. The play button was my biggest thing for me. I wasn't watching YouTube or money and anything. I was just watching the play button. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I would encourage anyone right now, even if viewers who are watching and listening, and you know what I mean, say if you have something that you're working towards, man, just keep towards it. It definitely will come true.
So Chef Ricardo, would you say that there was sacrifices that you had to make as well as progressing in the route that you're in now?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. As I mentioned before, just now, like as I used to be working, like remember I'm in the school doing like being a head chef, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I got my little baby born and all them stuff there, my daughter, you know what I mean? So all of those was in the process same way, and I still come home, still have to have my baby, deal with the baby, pick him up from nursery, and you know what I mean, and I still make the sacrifice. I make my little video, and I still upload. And I still upload. Yeah, that's what grooved me in, deep into it, you know what I mean, by working very hard and doing my YouTube channel the same way, you know, and that's where,
Did you have a target to say how many videos you wanted to upload, like say within a week, a month? What was your thought process to how you're gonna set your goals?
Yeah, back in the days when I do my YouTube channel, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. When I used to do my YouTube channel, I'm working, you know what I mean, but my goal was like I want to reach like 100,000 subscribers.
Right.
That's I'll never forget this.
Yes.
I always said to myself, I need to reach 100,000 subscribers to hold the play button.
That's it.
Because those days everyone is excited about YouTube play button.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting the first play button, and I was excited. Really excited.
Come on.
And then I said to myself, no way, I need to get the million.
That's it. You go again. You know what I mean? You go again.
After saying I get the million, I said, okay, there's another one, you know, you have to get the diamond. It's a diamond is the big one.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'm going to the 10 million.
That's it. You just keep going.
And you keep going. Don't give up. Let's keep the faith.
What a mindset. This is what we're trying to, you know, explore here. You know, is the mindset. Because you said you're humble, you know, you done what you needed to do in the process. Your promotion then came. You kept God first through all of it. You know what I mean? And then you said, all right, I've got a goal set. So you have to make sacrifice. You're a father. Discipline. Consistency. You know what I mean? Didn't make an excuse here and an excuse there. You're tired working 2 jobs and one being very demanding, cooking for at least 800 people daily. And then come home, look after your family and still upload to say, you know what, I need the 100K. You know what I mean? Then you get the 100K and then you start the process again. You know what I'm saying? Say, you know what, I need to get to the mill because it's humbling again. It's exciting, you achieve it, and then it's humbling again because you're now here and you're trying to get there. So like you said, it's powerful, and this is what we're trying to hone in to our listeners about the process and the well-being. You know, the well-being. These are the kind of things that we want to let them know, you know.
Definitely. Yeah, as I say, with the social media, even with my Instagram, you know, my Instagram, my TikTok and all of those, you know. And I know I have a lot of followers on Instagram, TikTok, on my Facebook page. But I just keep loading.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You keep loading, you know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen when everything is just by fate.
That's it. Not by sight.
Not by sight. Everything is by fate.
Come on.
I'm just keep loading day by day, and it's happening.
Yes,
you know what I mean? People are responding to me.
Yes.
People love what I've been doing.
Yes.
People from all over the world, man. People from all over the world. I get even did an interview in Dubai.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Dubai, in the Philippines,
Come on.
Thailand, all over the whole place. You know what I mean? I got a lot of followers in the US.
Yes.
And I want to say something to you. You know? You see the little Jamaica there?
Yeah.
I got a lot of followers over there too.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We know.
In Jamaica.
We know.
There's a lot of followers, and yeah.
With Jamaica, this is something I wanted to touch on as well.
Yeah.
It's like you got like the channels like TVJ,
Yeah.
you got the different, radio stations, and it's always a pleasure whenever I'm in Jamaica and I'm watching the television and I see when Jamaican, born, Jamaican born, they've achieved something. Perhaps they've travelled, they've gone abroad. They come back to Jamaica and then share their skills, share their testimony.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then open doors for the locals.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what I love. I love when they open the door and hold it open.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's what you've done. So can you tell us a little bit about your Jamaican influence that is, following your social media now?
Yeah, I tell you something, I got quite a few influencers in Jamaica who follow me, who they said, look up to me. I'm gonna say something to you also. Not even in Jamaica, in Australia.
Wow.
All regions.
Yeah.
All regions of the world.
Yeah, I got quite a few people in Cape Town.
Come on. SA, So, listen, my dad was in South Africa last month, and he was telling me a bit about the place and stuff. Somewhere I'd like to go, and I've made some connections down there, but I'm sure these people are already well aware. The people he was with, I'm sure they're already well aware, because people love Jamaican food. You know what I mean? They love Jamaican food. Wherever you go, they love Jamaican food. And like you said, you've been building your brand for years, so it's trusted, and people buy into you.
Definitely. And I can see it now, man. You're not gonna get all of the right banana be the same level.
That's it.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you something. I got like 95% of people right now saying, Chef Ricardo, we appreciate the recipe. I did a recipe. I did a recipe before a few months ago, and a guy messaged me on Instagram, and it's like he's saying to me, Chef Ricardo, what you have done for me,
Yes.
I will do anything in this world.
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
And I have the text on my phone up to this very minute.
I think I know what one you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, Yeah.
The guy said to me,
Change his life.
he changed his life.
Yeah. He must have been in some deep waters over there, you know what I mean?
And he said to me, not only that, still, he said to me, Ricardo, what I've done for him, and you know what I mean. I said when he was saying to me, because he made me ring my phone and he was talking to me, I said to him,
in America, this guy.
Yeah.
And
I said to him, you know what, and to be honest with you, I don't need nothing. Just pray for me, you know.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
Yeah.
Just pray for me. You know what I mean? You have to believe in God.
Come on, man. Come on.
I mean? This thing is not just like accident.
Come on.
These things are real.
Real.
You know what I mean? And when the guy told me, when he write the message and then he phoned me, I said to myself, you know what I mean? Wow. Wow. Because I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of people are going through a lot of difficulty.
Yeah.
And they're going through a lot of problem. You know what I mean? And they are trying to seek solution.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Different ways.
Yes.
And they don't always want to go through the medicine way, the pharmaceutical medicine.
So sometimes you may see I put my recipe in this kind of way if I can talk. Doesn't at the pharmacy. Doctor doesn't.
Yeah, you gotta say it as it is. The doctor's not gonna tell you.
The doctor, you know what I mean? But there's the natural stuff.
Come on.
There, man.
God put it on the earth for these purposes, to heal our bodies.
You know, you have to look after the temple.
That's it. Yeah, man.
You have to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But with the social media and everything, where I'm at the moment, I'm not taking the praise, I'm giving God the praise.
Oh,
Definitely.
Come on. Glory to God.
Definitely.
Glory to God. Glory to God.
Trust me, it's a blessing. And I would say to anyone, if you are doing this social media thing, you know what I mean, it's not easy because you're gonna be finding all different kind of people coming.
That's it.
All different kind of stuff that are coming away.
That's it.
But do not concentrate on the negativity side.
Yes.
Just be positive.
That's it.
And just keep pushing on what you're doing.
Yes.
But where I am at the moment is a blessing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know what I mean? If we go into this, it's going to be a long one.
Yeah. I know. Part two. I know.
Part two. Yeah.
Marie was going to touch on the travel with you. You know, in terms of where you. Go on, Marie. Go.
Yeah. So when myself and Jordan first met you, you told us about the different countries that you have been traveling to. So would you like to tell us a bit more about that and the different kinds of, you know, recipes or audience that you've been interacting with as well?
Okay. First of all, let's touch base on it. I went to Jamaica Republic. You know what I mean? That was like a TV production.
Yes.
Oh wow.
It's a beautiful one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's why I say when they're doing these things, there's so many opportunity is into the business.
That's it.
Because you don't know when that opportunity gonna come your way.
Precisely.
You know what I mean? And when it come your way, you're gonna have to make yourself. Because these people, they flow me out, responsible for 2 weeks, take care of me, make sure everything good. You know what I mean? And that was in Dominican Republic. It was so beautiful.
Yes.
Very great experience.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
White sand.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Yeah.
Very hot and nice.
But
I'm going to say it was a great experience. Very, very great experience. Different culture, different food.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And one of the things we shall learn was this. You know, rye plantain. You mash it like mashed potato, and then you bake it. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? So I came over back and I did that one on my YouTube channel. Yeah. I went to Turkey. I went to Spain. Different culture, different stuff. But I'm gonna say something to you guys. Honestly, I know I love you guys, but Jamaican food is the best, you know.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Jamaican food is the best.
Yes.
From the man, he's well travelled, well experienced. He's been around the globe.
Yeah.
So
Jamaican food is one of the best. I sad to say, but I see a lot of stuff, and when I look back, it's Jamaican I'm looking at.
Yes.
The Jamaican food, there is something about it, and touch base with it.
What? Because you know what I wanted to ask you is about when Marie asked you about the travel.
Yeah.
What do you find, you know, when you're cooking in these other countries about the produce? Because we're looking at Jamaican food. We're talking about the quality of the actual produce as well. Yeah. When you have a Jamaican apple, how soft that apple is.
Yeah, that's a whole different kind of apple.
This is what I'm saying. The breadfruit. You know, when you start looking at all of the things, it's like people think we're saying it because it's about the taste and all the stuff. Yes, it's the taste, but that is grown there in that region as well. It's God bless the food.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to say something to you again. Not only that, but you know when you go to different countries, you see different stuff, but you will see all different kind of spices and all different kind of fruits and many different things. You know what I mean? But with Jamaica, you know what I mean? Jamaica have this, there's something special about Jamaica when they put the food together, cook it, marinate it, and you know what I mean? The jerk chicken, the rice and peas, you know what I mean? Everything, the gravy, there is, you know what I mean? That stir-fried vegetable, that coleslaw, that potato salad, you name it, sweet potato pudding. You come on.
It's heavenly.
Yeah.
There is something special. And I'm telling you, if you travel the whole entire university, I'm telling you, you're going to come right back to Jamaica. Now, I've been seeing about 14 different Caribbean countries in a day cooking. And when I was looking, you know what I mean, I'm not going to be calling it. You know, the chicken was like, I'm saying, is that how they cook chicken? And it was like, yes, this is one of our special chicken. Okay. Jamaican chicken would never be white like that. It would be like proper marinated, lots of spices, and you know what I mean, we may start with our spices, but that's all we see with our grandparents.
Yes, that's
room.
Come on.
I mean, yeah. But part 2 will be coming.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah, you have to come with part 2.
100%. Do you know what? Even on that,
yeah,
about how we've grown up seeing our parents cook. Yeah. In my case, it's like my grandparents. You know what I mean? And how they cook.
Yeah.
You can taste the maturity in their cooking. You can tell that they didn't just cook this and they learned it last week.
Yeah.
You know, even if they learned it last week and they've done it like that, it was passed down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The maturity in the taste. You know what I mean? You can taste it. There's some food that I can tell someone more my age made kind of, you know.
You can tell.
They made that one, but I can tell like an auntie made this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just like with rice and peas. I've got loads of chefs in my family, and with the rice and peas, there's one I can always taste, and you can taste the coconut.
Wow.
That's one I know that has to be a Jamaican hand.
Yes.
Because you can taste the coconut and you can taste the flavors. I'm like,
Yes.
Jamaican rice and peas.
Yes.
Where on this earth can you get a rice and peas like the Jamaican? Tell me.
No. It's so deep because with the parenting, and then passing down, like we mentioned at the beginning, your grandmother was showing you the red pea soup. Yeah. Nowadays, unfortunately, this is where we wanted to, explore in this area of the interview.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parents now who constantly buy the children fast food in a week, and I'm talking
they
about.
They visit Bossman a lot.
Yeah. We're talking about like infants, like primary school age. Yeah. Some ladies tell me, like they go into the drive-through sometimes 4 times a week, and they've got their child in the back, and the child is just tapping on the phone or the iPad and stuff like that while eating a Happy Meal, and I think to myself, the culture, of things being fast, and us not taking the time out to look after our nutrition and our gut health. A lot of the time, those ladies, they're not eating well themselves, and then their children are not eating well. I feel like if I was looking at it, if I was going to eat unhealthy, I would make sure my children eat healthy. Do you know what I mean? That's my perspective, but not everyone kind of sees it like that. So I think now, with the fast pace, especially in London, and obviously other cities as well, everyone's rushing to money, but not rushing to good gut health. So we want to kind of ask you a bit more about what you've, noticed with, people you've worked with, and people you've come across, people who you've advised, parents that is, you know what I mean? And the dangers of giving the children the unhealthy food all the time, and just a little bit about that.
Yeah, we can quick touch base on this one. So basically, we know that a lot of parents who are working 9 to 5, got 2 kids, I'm sorry to say, single mom, big up on herself, respect on her.
100%.
We love on her. Single dad also, big up on herself.
100%.
And we love on her and we respect you. But,
100%.
I think sometimes what the single mom need to do is to try and cook certain kind of food which can last up to 2 or 3 days. That means instead of you're gonna have to go rush or pick up the kids from nursery and then have to go drive through the drive-through fast food shop. You can just rush, go home, take something from the freezer. Okay, you can cook food and put it in the freezer. And take that and chuck it into a pot and warm it up soup. Now, this is one of the things which I've been trying to teach a lot of my audience for the last couple of weeks, that not every Sunday you want to make rice and peas. You can make a nice lovely red pea soup, and that can last for 2 days, because most people cook rice and peas on a Sunday, and they eat it for 2 days.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar going in your body.
Yep.
So you want to try and avoid some of the sugar by simply making you can make a nice, lovely pumpkin with soup with some red kidney bean in it, or you can put some chickpeas in it, some pumpkin and carrot and some potato and some corn, you name it, all of those things together.
Yes.
That's a beautiful, healthy dish right there.
Yes,
You
yes.
know what I mean? So that can last up to 3 days. You know what I mean? 2.5 days. You know, yeah, because a lot of vegetable.
That's right.
Unless you don't put any meat in it. Sometimes you put all the chicken in it, just stay the right and proper way. You know what I mean? But my advice to the parents with the fast food going, it's not good, man. It's not good. It's not looking good at all.
Yeah.
It's not looking good at all. Because what happened with the fast food now is a lot of oil, lots of sugar. You know, you're thinking about diabetic.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They're talking about, like, for the parents, high blood pressure. Sometimes the kids exercise at school so they may be able to, you know what I mean, work out their body because, you know what I mean, they're young. But still, they will just, like, grow so fast, spring up like spring chicken. You know what I mean?
And I think that's probably why some of the young children that we see, they look quite mature and they're still quite young. And I did think that as well, some of the takeaway that they're consuming in.
Definitely.
And then sometimes, there's a documentary that I did watch, is that with some of these boss man shops, as I call them, the chicken it's like it's pumped up.
Yeah.
So whatever is put into the chicken,
Yeah.
our young children are eating that. So what's happening to the young children's bodies?
So that's going inside of them and it's pumping them up
Yeah.
when they look over their age. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
And could be damaging other areas in their body as well.
Yeah. So that's even same when come down to the parents. We start listening to say, okay, all right, you know what I mean? We all know that we are human beings, we are not perfect, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
you know what I mean? But we have to try our best,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean, just to help our kids and help ourselves.
That's it.
I've been talking very much hard about, you know what I mean, eating healthy because, you know what I mean, I've been down the line and that's why I changed my diet a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the other day, my daughter said to me, Dad, you're going to have to cook, you know, because, and I said, I do not cook the rice and them things anymore, kid. I'm so sorry. I do certain kind of healthy food.
Yeah.
My daughter said to me, Dad, come on, I'll go to school. I've been in school from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the evening. I have to eat certain kind of food.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I know you have to eat certain kind of food, but healthy food is still good for you.
Yeah.
I still have to help show her. I said, listen, eat healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when she at school, you don't know what she eats.
That's right. That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's
Something
right.
different.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But they're kids. But at the same time, as the parents, you're gonna have to guide them same way and tell them, so listen, you know what I mean? Back in the days before I changed my healthy diet, to be honest with you, I can hold up my hand. I took my daughter to McDonald's.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
As parents,
Yeah.
we've all been guilty of that.
Yeah. But soon as you move on and you see certain things, then you want to change that kind of little bit of a mentality and, you know what I mean, give your kids something more healthier.
Yes.
And let them know, say, this is more healthy and this. You know what I mean?
Is that your daughter who's 13? Is she 13?
Yeah.
So you see, even the age there as well. She's, you know, developing her own thoughts and stuff like that. So I can imagine you're trying to advise her, and then it's hard, isn't it?
It's not. No, but this is the kind of generation we are having right now, because this generation is seeing so much things. You know what I mean? They go on their phone and then just bam, 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 and look good. Okay. This is what they like to. This generation is a totally different generation.
It's different.
Very different.
Yes.
It's gonna be very hard to get these generation to convince them to say, listen, this is more healthier.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But as the parents, the parents have more knowledge and wisdom and know what is right from wrong and what's supposed to put in the system. It's not gonna be 100%. Perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you're gonna have to try your best to get yourself, you know what I mean, more
in
healthy.
that mindset of, you know, it's just like I was saying to Jordan this week. You know, as I have been watching your channels as well, Mr. Chef Ricardo.
Yeah.
I have stopped drinking milk.
Yeah.
And I stopped for a good little while. And I was speaking with Jordan in the week, and
What
every
milk,
5.
What milk, Marie?
cow's milk. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was speaking to Jordan, and it's like every so often I'm coughing, but it's not a dry cough. I'm bringing out so much phlegm. I felt embarrassed, but I didn't realise by where I stopped drinking the cow's milk, it was I had like
bacterial.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was coming up so much. It was like quite embarrassing, but then I realised the milk has not been good to me, and I noticed that sometimes if I felt inflammation in my body, I'm not feeling that anymore.
Wow.
And I can feel different. I was like, we're gonna continue on this healthy thing.
How long's it been, Marie?
I'll say probably like 2 months now. But it's like a lot has been coming up. I thought like I had backdated money coming up or something. It was just constantly coming up. But I can feel the difference. I can feel the difference.
I want to say something to you. You know what I mean? I've got a good friend of mine right now. She's from the Philippines, but she's in another country at the moment. And they follow my show. And you know what I mean? Yesterday I was dealing this mint and ginger tea. Powerful thing.
Yes.
Ginger and mint.
The mint leaf.
You can get that fresh mint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The organic one. You can get the organic one, you know what I mean? And some organic ginger. You may not get 100% organic ginger, you know what I mean? But it still works.
Still works,
yes.
You know what I mean? And it still can help certain stuff. The other day I was doing a research, because I like to do my research to have my backed up.
That's right.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So I was Googling it, mint. Google mint for the whole time, I need to find out more depth into the mint. And mint is very good. Mint helps to reduce, like allergy, certain kind of allergy. It helps to, with bloating, lots of stuff, man. Whole heap of things in your immune system, cleanse out the immune system.
That's right.
So my friend I said to him, just try this one. He was saying to me, boy, 2 days didn't go to the right to do everything and drink it and then go the next day.
See? Just
so would you
out.
say, Chef Ricardo, we're in this summer season and everyone's struggling for the past couple of weeks with hay fever, that would be one of the best things to actually have as well, the mint and the ginger?
I would say give the mint a try with the hay fever. Because you know what happened? I'm going to tell you this to the honest truth to your viewers, to your listener. When I came to this country, I was suffering from hay fever, like the way I was suffering from it. I go to work, and my manager have to send me back home. I can't work. My eyes them is running. My nose is blocked up. Anytime it touch summer, it's like my head start to spin like a gig.
Yes.
Now I don't know what happened now. I'm wondering if I change my diet. But to be honest with you, I do take the hay fever pill. Same way, but I take one. You know what I mean? I take one in the night before I go to my bed. But I don't see it bother me this time. Last year and the year before, it wasn't too bad. But like 5 years ago, I couldn't even be right here so talking to you.
Wow.
Yeah, because every year it varies with everybody.
So
it can be really bad.
When my friend called me and said to me, "Oh, you had the hay fever," I said, "Boy, I said nothing." You know what I mean? So the mint and the ginger, because it says it can help with the allergy. And it can also help with pain relief. You know what I mean? So I was even talking about a lot of ladies who go through cramps and stuff. Drink up these things, Because a lady, when they go through certain kind of cramps, it shouldn't happen,
That's it.
You're gonna go through that cramps, but not too much, because I speak to a nurse quite a few years ago, and the nurse, she eats very healthy. She doesn't eat just bare healthy food.
Yes.
Like a vegan. He said it doesn't go through no cramps, no pain, nothing. It's just a normal. So he said to me, teach this to your viewers. If you're eating healthy, it helps, because you see this, your body. Once you're taking care of your body, anything you put into your body is going to take care of your body. You know what I mean? So if you put in certain kind of things in your immune system, it's going to affect you. You know what I mean?
Come on.
So taking care of your immune system, when you come to the mountain for a recycling, you're gonna feel, you might feel a little bit but not like cramping,
not
pain.
unbearable, not unbearable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you teach me a lot of stuff. I was touch base with my audience even the other day, and I said to my audience, these are things where you guys can do. Change your diet, you know what I mean, for a month, even for a month, and see
the difference.
You know, see the difference. You know, yeah, but there's a lot to talk about on that one.
I just want to say, ladies, my lady viewers, beautiful ladies, I hope you did take Eid, because you know sometimes we do have those cramps, so that's something to help us going forward. So yeah, I hope you're taking heed.
I feel like a lot of people these days disregard the influence food has on our bodies because they look in the Western, they look to the pharmaceuticals so much. So, a lady's got cramp, let me go to the chemist. They just run. I'm not saying they shouldn't get advice, but I'm saying
that's the first option.
The first thing is to do that rather than think, what can I do to detox my body? What can I do to cleanse my body? You know, it's like that. They don't have the faith in doing that. You know what I mean? They might not even have the tenacity to try it for a month. You know what I mean?
But how many of us, as male as well as females, how many of us are detoxing the body? Because I remember when I was younger, you see during the holiday time, Chef Ricardo, my mum would be like, come, and she used to give us this like either the tea or some chocolate. It was horrible. But you see when your stomach's there calling to you in the middle of the night, you know your body needed that detox.
That's right.
However, in this day and age now, how many of us are doing that to ourselves, more or less our children? And there's more fast food that's being consumed now than it was
before.
back then.
Wow, for real. Good
and
point.
I think it's like sometimes we as individuals need to say, I think we need to give ourselves a detox.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't cut you guys. You know what? And I'm gonna say something to you. Sometimes I'm at home and you know what I mean. When I'm doing my thing and like making my juice and I'm liking to myself, like the energy. I get good sleep. You know what I mean. The sleep which you know what I mean. Like when I go to my bed, it's like the rest. You know
quality rest. Quality rest.
So that's what I know is something to do with the immune system.
Come on.
I know. I mean, if you're taking your vitamin D, you know what I mean. If you're taking certain kind of like I take vitamin B12. B12. Very good too. Very, very, very good. You know what I mean. Drinking a lot of water.
Yes.
Sometimes I will buy, like when I go to the supermarket, I will go and get some organic cucumber, and I will buy like 5 organic cucumber. Let me know 1 for the day.
Yes.
And when I do it, I put garlic in it. You know what I mean? That's when I drink that, garlic.
So would you say you blend up the cucumber
and the garlic?
Okay.
And just drink it. Very good cleanser for the body.
Okay.
Detoxing the body is one of the best things you could ever do. Just detox this thing right here. And this is what I said to my viewers all the time. You guys spend time and clean up the house nicely for you when when your husband come from work. You can see a nice clean house. You know what I mean? The man do the same thing. Clean up the house, you know what I mean? When the wife wanna come in and see a nice kitchen and you know what I mean, the fridge clean and nice. It's the same thing. And there's things that need to clean out this gut right here. Right here. It's, you know, you can eat what you want to eat, but you want to know how to get rid of it back out of your stomach.
And I think sometimes we forget that when we consume, especially like the meat, it doesn't go out. It's a long time before it moves from the body.
Doesn't digest.
I think I've done a bit of research and they said that sometimes with the red meat, it can be still in you for like years.
Definitely. And sit in there. So sometimes you see some person when they go to the toilet in the muffin, shh, because of what you're eating. Is what you're eating. And I'm gonna say something. Even the vegetables, sometimes have that scent. Vegetables, different kind of vegetables do have that. So even you might be a vegan or a vegetarian, you still need to detox out that out of your body. You know what I mean? So when you use to detox your body, you see garlic, like you got garlic, you got the ginger, you got the lemon, you got parsley, you got fresh mint, all of those things. You know what I mean? You got rosemary, you got turmeric. So all of those things help to flush out your immune system, flush your kidney and all that. Come on, part 2.
Definitely, part 2.
We may have to come in now and get the blender.
I'm telling you, because that was a discussion.
We did think
we
about
were thinking
that.
about having a practical one, but we said, you know what, let's do the introduction
Yeah,
first.
let's introduce you to our beautiful listeners
Come
first,
on,
and then we'll do a
come on.
part 2.
Yeah,
where you can do.
Because I feel like people need to see how quick it is to do these things.
Yes.
You know, people think it's like, it takes longer to prepare the meat than to
like
blend
a
up.
full
Yeah.
meal. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And not only that, the blueberry.
No, yes. I know, that's your favorite, one of your favorites. Yeah.
The blueberry, man, and beetroot, very, very good. But a lot of people are allergic to certain things, so you have to be, you know.
Use wisdom.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
You've got to use
and
wisdom.
not only that, neither. Some people have to eat meat because sometimes if they don't eat meat, they will have some things over their nails. And they show them if you go to the doctor say you may short a certain kind of thing, so you're gonna have to eat certain kind of food and all that stuff. But when you eat it, you wanna try and detox it.
That's it.
Yes.
Try and get it back out of you. Don't make it sit into you for 2-3 days. You can't go to the toilet and all that stuff. That you wanna try and get it out of you. You know what I mean? Because it's your mind. Your mind is telling you that you're hungry, so you need to put something fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you want to try and...
It's like you've got to retrain like your stomach again.
Yeah.
And that's like when you're doing a fast as well. When you're staying away from food, your mind, because you say, for example, at 8 o'clock I need to have breakfast, your stomach is so used to that, so that's what it's requesting for it, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You have to become disciplined.
Discipline yourself. Once it is... Oh, man. Part 2, guys.
Definitely,
Part 2.
definitely.
We have to cover the...
We have to, because that's what I was going to even say about the fasting as well. Like, a lot of people will find it hard to just have fruit and veg or smoothies or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a few days. You know what I mean? Water, fruit, veg, blend up for a few days. It's a struggle. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to lie. For me personally, I thought that to do that is not something that I could personally do.
Yeah.
But
no, hold on. I'm gonna tell you something. You can do it.
Do you know what? This is what I was about to say. Because hear this.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
For the majority of last year, my weight was averaging from say 115 to 110 kilos. That was it for most of last year. Yeah, and it was not due to like say muscle mass per se, because I wasn't training like how I used to do, like weight training beforehand. You know what I mean? It was just the weight had stayed, and you know what I mean. I wasn't doing anything about it to kind of regulate it or check, you know, how my well-being really was. Then, end of last year, there was a stressful time within my family, and I had to really be very hands-on, you know, with the situation that was at hand. Before I knew it, I wasn't eating as much as I was eating before, and then I was on the go even more. Yeah. So I was consuming less calories, burning more calories, and then I started to lose my appetite. Then in doing so, I said, alright, you know what, the least I can do is have a smoothie. So then I start blend up my fruits and thing, and you know what I mean, just have a smoothie, then I'm gone. Before I know it, hours and hours have gone past, and I'm still on the smoothie, like still got energy from the smoothie that I've had hours prior. And then I just started to lose weight. And then I went to the doctor's, must be yesterday, and I weighed myself, and 98 kilos now. And that is not due to like more exercise or anything like that. I've not been consuming the carbohydrates the same way. Not been having I only eat chicken and fish anyway. But I haven't even been eating much of that. And then before I've known it, it's, you know what I mean? And now it's not hard for me to have the smoothies and stuff like that. Whereas beforehand, I thought, there's no way. You know what I mean? But when you check it now, I've lost about maybe 17 kilos. But that's without trying. You know what I mean? Christmas bash are trying. So now, what I'm trying to do is just tone up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna, I've started going back to the gym now. So now I'm gonna just tone up and just mind. You know what I mean? Just look after myself.
Definitely.
Because health is wealth, man.
Definitely.
Health is wealth.
Definitely. You have to look after the immune system, and you see, once you look after the immune system, 100% you will see the result. I mean, even when you go to the toilet, even when you're exercising, when your mind just relax, you know what I mean, when you're sleeping, there's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean, when you get right here to the right and it's just like a car.
Yes.
When you have your car and you change the oil and you change the spark plug and you know what I mean, you put in all of those stuff and your air filter, your car gonna run different.
Your car, of course,
you know, it's
on the service.
You know what I mean? So when you keep servicing right here, it's gonna be totally different. You know what I mean? They're just gonna feel energized. You know what I mean? Just like a new sparks plugs in the car. You know, so you're just ready to move on it.
Definitely.
Part 2, guys.
Definitely. No, it's amazing, and it's funny. It's just how we're flowing because there's so many things to cover.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
But even with the prevention, Marie, when we was talking about the next part, we was talking about prevention because we wanted to ask you some questions about prevention. About some of the stuff Marie will list off because, as you know, Just Cool Radio, we are a community station. You know, it's a community station. So we're aware of the type of things our community experience. So a lot of the time, you know, we're hearing of the same health issues. You know, blah blah's got this. Oh, such and such got diagnosed with that. Oh, this one's struggling with this, and it's the same issues. And
keep repeating itself.
It's keep repeating itself, and it's more frequent. You know. So Marie will kind of ask you a few questions, just trying to find out about.
So like we've been hearing quite a lot, like in the community, that people are suffering like with diabetes, and as well as children are even suffering with that as well. They're suffering with like heart attacks, strokes, and like various things that, you know, like when I was younger, you wasn't hearing that like that. So it's like, what is it that we can consume to balance this, or how can we prevent this?
So basically, you know what I mean, you know, on my own research, I'm not a doctor, you know what I mean, big professional, you know what I mean, degree or anything, but Chef Ricardo do research.
I was gonna say that.
You know, I don't run with the research. I do a lot of research.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And to share this with your viewers and this evening. You know what I mean? Nice. I want to say, guys, I'm so happy to be at the program.
Thank you.
We're happy you're here. You're our first guest.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Man.
This one gonna be very, 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 very important one. Okay. So my point of view, because even I even seen 23-year-old having high blood pressure. And they're on a high blood pressure pill at the age of 23. Now, I got a good friend of mine in Australia, and same Australia, a good friend who follow me, they're a couple, they follow my YouTube channel, big supporter of Chef Ricardo. And one day he called me up and said, my phone was ringing, and I said, okay, I'll answer the call. When I answered, he said to me, Ricardo, just to give you a quick update. He said, Ricardo, I have high blood pressure. I said, what? He said, yes, I have high blood pressure. What can I do? So I said, okay, what's going on? That's the first thing. He said, how your job? Because sometimes it can be your job.
Job, definitely.
You know what I mean? It can be your boss. It can be kids at home, but you know, they're not kids, you know what I mean? They're two couple in their age, you know what I mean? Living their life, just working and doing their stuff. But little bit of things are going on at work. It can be not.
It could be life in itself, just life.
Not getting enough sleep. You know what I mean? Can also cause it. So there's a lot of stuff going on right there. You know what I mean? So it just things around you alone can cause for you to have high blood pressure. You know what I mean? But you can present it. from not happening. You know what I mean? And if you even have high blood pressure, you can, you know what I mean, work at it in yourself, you know what I mean, by even sit down and listen to certain kind of program like this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The food for thought.
Yeah. You know. I'm telling you, this kind of program is what's gonna, you know what I mean, take away some of the distraction from, you know what I mean, we're gonna distract you from certain things in your mind, but that you think, oh, I have this we're gonna do tomorrow morning at work. You know what I mean? You're sitting down listening to a program like this. You know what I mean? That kind of help you to slow down your you know what I mean, your blood pressure. That means your blood pressure doesn't get to go up high. But also you can be even some of those kind of food you'll be eating and it's stuck up inside of you for a very long time. You don't do no detoxing, you know what I mean? You don't, because you're getting up every morning, you rush to work, you just have a, you know what I mean, maybe the drinking, and maybe smoking. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Many factors.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you're going to have to look into yourself and say, you know what, where I am, is work important or my health?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to say to yourself, you know what I mean, yeah, you have to pay the bills, but if you get sick, remember they can just ring up someone and someone come to work the next day.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to do now, you want to sit down at home, relax. You know what I mean? If you're married, if you're a couple or whatever, you want to sit down and talk to one another and let one another know exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Let the other one know, say, this is where I am, this is what's happening. You know what I mean? If you go to the shop, please don't buy no fizzy juice. You know what I mean? You try out, you bring in something where you know, say, your missus is going to be enjoying and something healthy.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's why I say we have to come with part 2.
It's true.
Because,
So Jordan, that means no champagne.
No champagne.
No, well, I'm thinking to the, no. To be honest with you, you know, you can have a one drink. you can have a one drink still, you know. You can have a drink. You know what I mean? But it's not something you're doing on a regular basis every day. You know what I mean? I drink about 3-4 weeks ago 1 glass of wine and that was it. But it's like rose wine, 11%. Spin me like a gig. But you know
I know how that feels.
But sometimes you can have, you know what I mean, you want to go out with your family, you want to go out with your friend, and you want to have a little bit of, you know what I mean? But a lot of people overdo it. And when you overdo it, it doesn't good for your health.
It's not in moderation.
No, it's not in, and you not have time to flush that back out of your system.
And also with the Ray and Nephew rum rum, there's so much sugar in that. There is so much sugar in that alcohol drink.
I'm telling you.
It's ridiculous.
Well, a lot of people I see, you know what I mean, do a lot of drinking and then doesn't understand that, you know what I mean. My brother in Jamaica right now, and I'm going to tell you this to your viewers, and this one is very, very important. I speak to my brother and I said to him, say, well, you know what I mean, you're a big man. I can talk to you like a baby, like my daughter. You know what I mean, you're a big man. So if I tell you one thing and you don't want to listen, that's going to be on you.
Your conscience.
You know what I mean? My brother, he keep drinking. Then after he keep drinking like this, you know what happened? He started to get swollen.
Liver.
He just started to get swollen.
Liver.
And they rush with him to doctor. And they have to give him up some medication and all sort of stuff. And that's why I say again, man will say, you know what I mean, certain kind of vegetable is man-made and this and man-made that, they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that. But at the same time, when you go to the doctor, when something happened to you, it's man-made it.
And they put all different kind of things into it. So you know what I mean? What's in that.
You know, it's but I'm going to say, the alcohol, to be honest with you, you know what I mean, it's not like you do it in moderation. A lot of people doing it on a regular basis, and it's too much. You need to control yourself because this will fail you. Trust me. You see this temple? If you keep putting rubbish in the rubbish bin and you're not cleaning the rubbish bin, what's happened?
It's gonna slip.
Okay. All right, viewers.
Overflow. You know what I mean? Overflow over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my advice, is to look after your immune system, look after the temple, look after the body, look after yourself, look after your gut. You know what I mean? If you go out and you have a one drink with your friend them, you know what I mean? When you go home, try and drink a lot of water and flush out back out of your immune system. Don't let it sickle down into your blood. You know what I mean? Detox it, drink on a cup of lemon tea. You know what I mean? Because it's going into your blood. And when it go into your blood, it slow down your blood and your blood just start to get thick. So it's leading to sugar and diabetic and all sort of stuff gonna come up on your immune system. That's why we need part 2, brother.
Yeah, that's why we need part 2, but because
well,
you can't.
This is good because we know Chef Ricardo's gonna come back.
We don't even touch nothing yet.
We ain't touched nothing. We're skimming the surface. But you know, I must say, Chef Ricardo, most of Marie and I's shows, we touch a topic, and then the first week is like, it's like a part 1. But we think we can cover it in the one sitting, and we can't because we just start exploring it. And then we're like, oh, we gotta come back. And we following week we follow on. You know what I mean? Because this is the intention. We want to really delve deep into these topics.
Definitely.
So we can bless the people.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? We know God is using us for a time such as now. With this platform here, so that people can tune in and be edified. You know, be empowered, be encouraged. And entertained. You know what I mean? Because laughter's good for the soul too. You know what I mean? But that is where we're at. You know what I mean? We're trying to provide some solutions. We don't have all the answers.
No, we've said that before, that we're not professionals. We don't have the answers. But we're just here to encourage, you know, give food for thought.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't cut it quickly. You know, this morning, you know what I mean? When you send me, I click on the radio and I go over to you. And I'll go over to your YouTube before, but when I go on the YouTube, I may just get busy and start to do something else. And this morning, and that's what I'm saying, this is very important. I will encourage you guys to push this. To say, listen to something like this when you're at home as a family, can take stress off of you.
Yes.
You know, this morning, you know, I was listening to the program where you were talking about the same music and everything, and I was listening to it. You know, I mean, and I just sit down in my chair and I was just listening to the conversation, and I was like, and then I'm saying to myself, a lot of people need to know that sometimes it's not even the TV program. It's this kind of program you need to listen to.
Yes.
You're not even that big program of in America where how much they can tell you what you can do and this and that and what. No, it's this kind of program you need to listen. Something which gonna, you know what I mean, make you relax and take certain. Just make you just focusing on something different.
Definitely.
It's gonna just change your inner motion.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You wake up, you might even go to the kitchen and make a cup of ginger tea.
Come on.
Yes,
it goes into the subconscious. It goes into the subconscious before they start, realizing.
So realize. You need to share this, man.
We appreciate you, Chef Ricardo. You've been sharing it for us as well, and
you know what I mean.
It's amazing to just sit with you and we just reason so naturally. You know what I mean? It's not forced. It's just a family vibe straight away. You know what I mean?
And this is how it was when we first met Chef Ricardo. It's like we knew him from long time.
I felt like I knew him for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was powerful. It was powerful. And I feel like this is another culture that we want to encourage as well. Is the sharing. You know, how can you call someone friend? Quote unquote friend. And you know they're doing something good. You know they're doing something that can bless someone, but you don't share it. But then it's like, I know you can't share everyone's thing. But those who you can
share,
just share it. You know what I mean?
Share it
with,
share the love,
even
man.
if you share it with 2 people, you don't have to post it all up on the. You know what I mean? But even if you post it a little bit, it helps.
Definitely, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to say if anyone listening right now, and you know what I mean, this is something someone need to hear this. And you know what I mean, someone doesn't hear this yet and they need to hear this. This right here is something which you can sit down at home. You know what I mean, you can just probably just reading a book and drinking a cup of ginger tea or some lemon tea and listen to this. And this is gonna help you to just relax. This can help you to make you get a good night's sleep.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Wake up in the morning and you feel energized. This is what the public need right now.
Definitely. And we appreciate that. And
we're gonna need to share this.
We're gonna share it and keep collaborating because the good thing is Just Cool Radio is global as well.
Yeah.
So we've got people from
Jamaica. I remember the last show we was on. We had a guy from Jamaica as well.
Yeah. Even we've had Los Angeles, we've had Canada, we've had a few people that's tuned in with us. Even we got one snap from a family member of mine. She's in Los Angeles and she had the phone on the selfie mode. She's filming the palm trees and things like in Los Angeles there, you know what I mean, while she's listening to us, you know what I mean. And she said she's been sharing with her work colleagues, and I said, look at that, you know what I mean. So sometimes people will look at numbers, because a lot of people these days, the microwave society, they look at quantity, but us, we're looking at quality. Definitely. And a lot of people, Chef Ricardo, they would never understand the type of things Marie and I go through on a day-to-day, but we still show up to work. You know what I mean?
Even leading up to some shows that we've done, the battle that we've gone through.
Seriously.
And we've been tired, but you would never know.
You never know. You never know. We believe we have our service and we've got to get on with it.
This is powerful, man. This is powerful, you know what I mean? And that's what I said. Part 2, we're going to bring the blender.
Yes, definitely.
We're going to make a little bit of nice.
But
it's going to be something really interesting where, you know what I mean, you can make a nice cucumber with some garlic.
Definitely.
And, you know what I mean, and it's something where you can just drink it and, you know what I mean, you guys can do the same thing at home.
Definitely.
And not only that, that is very good for high blood pressure, man. And it's good for the gut, good for the sugar, you know what I mean. So, it's a lot of stuff we need to touch base on, but, as I said, we will come back again.
Definitely. You know what? We wanted to also just ask a question or two about weight loss, because there's a lot of companies out there who capitalize on the idea of weight loss. You know what I mean? Because it's something that most people want to do. So any tips, remedies, keep talking about people's body type, because obviously people have different metabolisms and stuff like that as well, so there's different factors and lifestyle factors, like as you mentioned previously as well, upon the weight loss and stuff like that. But we want to touch on the weight loss before we move on to the next.
Definitely. So the weight loss is a big thing, big, massive thing, you know what I mean. I get that on a regular basis with a lot of my audience, you know what I mean, asking me, what do you have to lose weight? Some people ask, what do you have to put on weight to?
Some individuals want weight in certain areas, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But so I'm on the one that will ask me to put on the weight, I'm always saying, you know what I mean, it's better for them to put on the weight naturally, because you know what I mean, you're gonna put in certain things in the immune system can damage your health. You know what I mean? You just wanna do it naturally. And if it happens, if it doesn't happen, that means God didn't want it to happen. But for the weight loss, you know what I mean, anyone can lose weight. Because I was massive, my tummy was big. I didn't go to the gym or anything, man. And you know what I mean, the most important thing I did was change my diet. You know what I mean? And I'm saying now, you try for a month, 1 month, you know what I mean, even 2 weeks, try for 2 weeks, you know what I mean, just cut out certain kind of things, you know what I mean, cut out fatty meat, you know what I mean, cut out all of those kind of oil, use light fry oil or olive oil, those kind of oil is more healthier, you know what I mean, cut out those kind of oil like the vegetarian and the vegan, not vegetarian oil or whatever they want to call it, those kind of oil, cut them out.
So you would say like virgin or olive oil and along those lines?
Extra virgin olive oil, organic, is very good, and light spray oil. Those are they're the two best oil to use. Some people use the palm oil. I don't quite remember off my head, but those two are the two which I normally are familiar with, most of what I use. Now, a lot of people talk about coconut oil, but coconut oil is not good for you. It's not good for you. Now, coconut oil, if you can do your own, I do my own research on it, and a lot of people say, oh yes, they do their own research, but some people say, yes, this is good, but coconut oil is not good for you. Why I use coconut oil for my teeth, or my feet, or my ear, or my hand, that's what I use coconut oil for. But light spray oil, that's what I use to cook with. But the viewers who want to lose weight, you know what I mean, I would say my advice for you is change your diet. You know what I mean? Cut out bread, pasta, rice, all of those fast food, pizza, all of those things. You know what I mean? And just start to Now you can eat certain kind of things. You know what I mean? In your weight loss. You know what I mean? You can. You know what I mean? If you know how to, but you have to know how to balance it and maneuver it to make it happen. You know what I mean? But some tips where I normally use in my weight loss is apple cider vinegar.
I've heard a lot of people saying that as well.
That's a powerful one, man. But the apple cider vinegar is very powerful. And you know what I mean? This is another one which I've been doing a lot now. And it's also very good. It works for me, but most of us body is different. You know what I mean? It may not work for you for certain people, but it helps to cleanse out the body. Is the cayenne pepper, olive oil, and the lemon juice. That thing is powerful.
Cleanse the bowels. Cleanse the colon.
Definitely.
Intestines.
And another one again, I'm gonna give you one more before I go quickly. This one is a parsley. You know the parsley and lemon. Wow, that one is powerful also. Yes.
Viewers and listeners, I hope you are taking notes.
Yes.
We've got Chef Ricardo here, live! Giving you the game live! And telling you the reasonings why you need to take these things. It's powerful.
Definitely.
Take notes,
So,
please.
Chef Ricardo, when you say to like reduce or take out like bread, pasta, and rice, could you give our beautiful viewers like an alternative if they're going to stop that?
Alright, for rice, like me today before I come here, this morning, I'm gonna just give you my advice for today. So this morning when I wake up, I get in the kitchen, bam, and I did a mint and ginger tea. That's the first thing on an empty stomach. I did a live on it this morning. And bam, after the day, I did a smoothie.
Yeah.
I did a smoothie today that day with some strawberry, blueberry, and because those things is very good for the immune system. And then after, I get organic chickpeas, and I did the organic chickpeas. And now, to be honest with you, couscous is not really 100% healthy, but it's just like another option. Is more for me where I just quickly do it because if I'm on a rush, I can just quickly get a cup of teaspoon of couscous and you know what I mean, chuck it into some water. And
would you say the bulgur rice is that one good?
Yeah, bulgur with like bulgur and wheat and quinoa mix. Quinoa mix. I don't quite remember if it's quinoa mix. Yeah, that one is very good.
Okay.
So that's another one which you can also use. And the next one is also cauliflower rice. Is very healthy.
Okay.
Cauliflower rice is one of my favorite, and I would encourage you guys, eat as much cauliflower rice, eat as much broccoli. You know what I mean? You can get like you can go to the supermarket, like there's big supermarket, and get like, you know, spaghetti vegetables.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And make your own spaghetti. You get to chop up some tomato and fry it up, and you know what I mean? And make a nice little thing right there. You're good to go, man. You don't have to use no whole heap of oil and all them stuff. A little bit of like spray oil. So,
yes.
You know, there's so much things out there. You know what I mean?
But sometimes, you know, it's having that knowledge, because not everybody has that knowledge to know that okay, there's an alternative and what it looks like, what it's called.
Definitely.
So
don't worry yourself, guys. We're gonna send our recipe on the radio station for you.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We're gonna have to give them give your viewers a recipe where, you know what I mean, where they can do for weight loss or detoxing. Request it. Request what you want. Request, guys, and we can do it and help you at home if you are struggling with certain kind of ideas where you want to get for yourself at home. We have it, man. We have
definitely.
We have every single thing for you guys. You know what I mean? It's just you have to ask. You know what I mean? We are here to help you.
If you don't ask, then you don't know.
You have not.
Definitely.
Yes. Definitely.
But for the weight loss, there's a lot of things into the weight loss, and anyone can lose weight. Anyone. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you're going through. No matter how you look. Trust me, because I've been talking about this. Oh, I know you guys want to put on some weight and look nice. That's what someone's all about. Someone's all about people want to lose weight and get into the park and exercise and make other people see them and all them sort of stuff. That's what someone does.
Big business. It's a big business. You know? Big business.
Big business.
Big business.
I mean,
it's powerful, man. That's powerful. We wanted to kind of just let you shine here, Chef Ricardo, because what we haven't discussed yet is the book.
Oh,
yes.
We want to talk about the book.
Where's that pen?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, we have been privileged to get this
Tell them about the pen, then tell them about the book. Tell them what the pen does. Yeah.
Well, you know, with the pen, this is the barcode. You know what I mean? You can just scan the barcode. And when
that's our camera there. You know what I mean? We can just spin it for them.
Yeah. This is the barcode.
QR code.
Yeah. So you scan it, and you take it right straight through the book. And you can purchase the hardcover or the soft cover or the King Do. Alright? And this is what it said, Chef Ricardo Secret Recipes to Success. Alright? From Poverty to Purpose.
Come on.
That's where it's coming from,
Come
guys.
on.
So this is a very powerful book. And also the pen. Try and get a hold of Chef Ricardo with one of the pen. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to probably have to give you some more that you can give to your viewers.
Give to the
Definitely.
viewers.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to get you some. And I'm going to get some book for you too.
Oh,
yes,
amazing.
thank you.
So I get you 2 hardcover books.
Yes.
And I will sign it
Definitely.
for your viewers.
That is perfect.
Yes, thank you.
Come on.
All right,
Yes,
get one for the studio.
Definitely. Definitely. This is powerful.
So with the book, you can get it on Amazon. Guys, the book are trending right now on Amazon, man. Trust me.
Yes.
And I want to say, I don't know if any one of you guys yet buy it, but thank you so much if you purchased it already. The book is going on really good on Amazon. It's just a simple little book. You know, and I want to give you a little bit of quick tips on it. It was an interview, you know, and I turned it into a book. Just
Look
like
at
this.
that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, saying that, Chef Ricardo, the way how Evenings Talk started, I just had a conversation with someone, and they said, that needs to be said.
And
then here we are today. So I understand.
Yeah, so it was an interview just like this. At, you know what I mean? A lady in Jamaica who work on TV. And he rang me up and said, I'd like to interview me. And I said to her, okay, yeah, that's fine, man. You know, nothing. Just say yes, I will do it. And I said, I'd love to turn this into a book. It was so powerful. That's why I did it. And I wanted the whole school, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? With my grandmother and I's barefoot and all that stuff back in the days. But so I did it, and the story behind it is powerful.
Yes.
I will definitely get 3 copies. One for the student, one for your one. And
that's amazing.
However, our beautiful listeners, if you go onto Amazon, you can be able to purchase this book as well. It's a very powerful book. So let's support one another and be encouraged within ourselves as well.
The inspiration. Like I know when they pick it up, it's like they're not able to put it down easy, because they can, like I said, hear you. Like I said in the beginning, they can hear your voice through the book.
Definitely.
You know, it's a communication. They're having a communication with you by reading the book.
Yes, man. Right now, they get a tip of the book.
Yes.
Love that, man.
It was amazing, man, to be at the program. You know what I mean? And as I say, we have to come with part 2.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We have to come with part 2, guys. You know? Yeah, definitely.
It's so serious, and I mean, with the title, would you call it a motto? The slogan, from poverty to purpose. Like that alone is so powerful. I mean, I know you spoke a bit about it earlier within the show, but we didn't really discuss how this is your purpose. Like, if that makes sense. So as we look on the top of the book where it says from poverty to purpose, you are in the purpose, Chef Ricardo.
Definitely. And Chef Ricardo, we've had episodes that we've done about your purpose.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, about your purpose, even purpose in your marriage.
Yes.
Who you're courting.
Yeah.
That's how we've gone through the past couple of weeks.
I want to say something, man. You know what I mean? You know, anyone I've been listening, man, and you know, I think you say you're gonna touch base with that one. I don't want to jump overboard.
No, go for it. Your time, go for it, man.
No, you know, I want to simply say, you know what I mean, towards the viewers and anyone who are listening, man. You know what I mean? If you, no matter your son, anyone is doing anything, trust me. You know what I mean? Just don't give up.
Die.
Don't give up, man. Don't watch. You say something, don't watch the view. You know, a lot of people said, oh, Chef Ricardo, you doesn't get lit. Someone even said to me the other day, you don't get a lot of views on your videos. I said, I do not watch the views. I watch subscribers. You know what I mean? Because subscriber to me is the best, because that's going to make me go to my 10 million.
Yes.
They are watching the views and the videos, but I'm not watching that. I'm watching the subscribers. You know what I mean? Yeah. But my advice to anyone, no matter what you're going through, don't matter what you're going through, it's going to be rough and tough, and you're going to go through the storm, you're going to go through the tunnel, you're going to go through the mud, you're going to go through everything. Never give up. Just keep the faith and keep pushing, pushing. But remember, you have to pray, you have to give thanks, and just believe in God. God will always bless you and provide for you. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's powerful, man. I mean, you see, when you was touching on a bit earlier about communicating with your partner, some people who are listening, they may be single, but they may live with other people. So we want to encourage a culture of the healthy eating and stuff like that, and well-being overall within the household.
Definitely.
So, you know, is there any, you know, stories or, you know, any testimonies, you know, that you've, you know, come across that you can remember? Because I know you've got hundreds, you know what I mean, thousands, but of ones where it was like a joint thing, you know, where people, maybe one started the healthy journey and then it started to spill to the rest of the household. For example, just to encourage some people out there who, you know, they may be doing it, but then the household are still wherever they are. You know?
I understand what you mean. You know? So just like earlier when I was talking, you know what I mean. And as I said, right now I know people right now who you know what I mean. One I know a person right now is like, one is doing one thing and one is doing the other thing. You know what I mean? And I'm always saying to the person, say, listen, what you need to do, you need to just, you know what I mean? Yes, you may try your best because of high blood pressure. You know what I mean? So what you want to do, you want to keep focusing on your high blood pressure and make sure you are eating healthy to hold on your high blood pressure, because that can lead to something more even bigger. You know what I mean? I'm gonna quickly touch base again in the also. You know what I mean? So if you are a partner, live together, you know what I mean, and you say to your partner, okay, I'm gonna try and eat very healthy because of certain kind of things, because of my health issue. You know what I mean? Your partner need to say to you, okay, I'm gonna have to try and work with you. You know what I mean? Yes, me might love Jamaican food, you know what I mean? But when we go to the supermarket, I'm gonna buy certain things. I'm gonna try my best and support you, you know what I mean? And if it's the other way around, support the man. And if it's the other way around, the man support the woman. And it will work, you know what I mean? So if you go to the supermarket and you, just because your missus try to look after her health and you not try to do it, nobody say, okay, I'm gonna buy 2 diet this and 2 freezes drinks and, you know what I mean, and forget about the fruits and the banana and buy 2 big bread and some sweet cakes and all them things that. No. Communicate. You know what I mean? What you don't like if you buy for your miss or mommy or whatever, you want me to buy, you know what I mean? You want some banana, you want some fruits, you want some blueberry, because I know say you do your little thing and I know more support you. Those communication. You know what I mean? Just can work together in the household. Because a lot of people in the household, you know, want to do one thing and want to do one thing.
And that's what we talked about a few episodes about. You know, when you're courting, you should be on one accord so that you're on the same purpose together. Because if you're not, it doesn't work.
Not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And that's where lots of people right now, if you notice, we're gonna have to touch base on that one day. You know what I mean? A lot of people, because of this relationship, even just tear apart. You know what I mean? Because one is doing one and one is doing one, and the other one not focusing and say, you know what, let me support you. You know what I mean? To help you, you know what I mean, with your journey. If you want to lose some weight, support. If you want to detox, support. If you want to eat healthy, support.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just all about support. Because remember we tell you this, you know, if anything happen to one, the other one are going to help you. You understand? So it's all about help each other.
Come on.
It's a long story, guys.
Yeah, come on,
you don't know it already.
I'm telling you.
You know, we are, but you know what? We are not perfect. We are human beings. You know what I mean? And things gonna happen. You know what I mean? But we're gonna have to try and support the ladies them, especially the man them. You have to.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Some of the man them just stuck up in themselves too much like gangster. It's not gonna work. Look after the missus, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're gonna have to look after the missus and make sure the missus are alright, you know what I mean? And if your missus say, boy, I wanna lose some weight, you know what I mean? Try your best. Support. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, is your queen. You're gonna have to look after your queen. You know what I mean? And it's important. If you're up on the road and you know, so your missus don't eat certain kind of food. Nobody buy the food because you need it. You know what I mean? You better eat your road. Definitely. That's true. Yeah, eat it on the road.
Considerate.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Eat it on the road and, you know what I mean, I buy something healthy come home. Cause, you know, so my missus, she used to eat a whole pack of cake. And she liked the cake, but she said, you know what I mean, I want to lose certain kind of weight.
I want to stop that. That's not helping.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's all about a little bit of support, a tiny little bit of support.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Can makes the difference, man.
Definitely.
It makes a difference. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, we had an amazing show, and what we want to do, Chef Ricardo, is just play one of your other songs that you like, you know, before we round up. You know what I mean? We'll play a song, then we have the final words.
Okay, all right, I good vibes.
Yeah. So, one of the ones that we did pick out was, oh my gosh. The brain just gone, you know. 1 second. Wow. What an amazing show we've had.
Definitely.
We've had a blast with Chef Ricardo. Like,
very
I'm just
edifying.
so happy. You know what I mean? That he's come down, and we're just grateful. We're just grateful. We're grateful.
Yes,
we're
definitely.
grateful. And Chef Ricardo is going to leave us with some amazing words now. You know, for
wisdom, encouragement. For our community.
Yeah. That's right. So, as you want to say, Chef Ricardo, floor is yours.
Floor is yours. Yeah.
I tell you, I feel so good, man. And you know what I mean? Being around the positive, you know what I mean? Beautiful people like you guys. You know what I mean?
Blessings, man. Likewise, man.
You know what I mean? If most important thing, guys, this need to share. This need to go to the uttermost part of the earth. You know what I mean? Because this is powerful. Now, I'm gonna touch it one more time. Something like this need to sit down at home, listening to, you know what I mean, drinking a cup of your favorite tea. It can be rosemary, it can be ginger, it can be whatever you like. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just sit down and you just listen to your back garden. It is summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have a long evening. Evening come down probably about 11, isn't it? So we have a long evening. But I'm gonna leave a positive to say, guys, you know what I mean? Whatever you're doing at home, you know what I mean? Keep focusing. You know what I mean? Whatever you like, you know what I mean? What your passion, you know what I mean? You may love cooking, you may love, you know what I mean? You may like whatever. You may be a DJ, it could be a nurse, doctor, whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? Keep focusing and keep working hard towards your goal. You know what I mean? But the most important thing, you have to put God first.
Definitely.
Because when you put God first, God will do everything for you, you know what I mean? I'm so happy to be on the radio station this evening. 100%. It was a
very happy.
powerful one, this one.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And part 2 have to come.
It will come.
You know
Definitely.
what I mean? The most important thing again, please share it, guys. It is important, man. This, what happened this evening, is a message where someone needs to hear this.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So viewers who are listening need to share this 100%. And the message this evening again, share.